Welcome everyone! Welcome to another Let's Play. This is MetalCanyon, and we'll be playing Bomber Crew. Like I said, you can apply for a soldier name if you so wish on the soldier application video for Bomber Crew. And there's that pigeon. I love how the pigeons look in this game. Of course, there's gonna be, you know, we're gonna lose crew, we're gonna lose bombers. Hopefully not many, but that will open up the option for more people getting their names in. Now, before we begin, I will have to tell everyone, of course, we're going to start a new game. I'm going to preface this that because this game does not have a pause feature and it's very, very busy while you're flying the bomber, my commentary might be lacking, and I also might not be as good as I would be playing the game myself without actually with commentary. So, it's 1942. Air gunner training exercise somewhere over the North Sea. I completely forgot that I should have skipped the training. There we go. Because I've already gone through the training. So here we are. This is our base. We've got 2,000 pounds available and no intel. Now there's our bomber. Now let's go to recruitment first because we'll need some recruits. Oh no, everything's already full. Oh yeah, of course, because you recruit them in training. Okay, so let's go to the crew gear. Now the cool thing about this game is that not only do you equip your bomber, you also equip your crew, which I think is pretty awesome. So let's rename people, and hopefully the music in the back is old enough not to have any copyright strikes going on. Otherwise, I'll just have to talk very loudly over it. So, our pilot is going to be Combat Kyle. There we go. Confirm. There we go. Welcome to the war, Combat Kyle. You're going to be piloting our bomber here. Then we have Iris Miller, who is going to become, well, they've got first name and last name, so I'm going to do this like this. Hex Demon. There we go. Can I copy this? No, it doesn't seem like I can. So what happens if I leave this text? No, I cannot confirm it, so I guess I'll just do this, what I did in XCOM, just have it double. Hex Demon, Hex Demon. Because I'm assuming only Kyle will be present. I don't know. Anyway, so welcome to the War Engineer Hex Demon. You're going to be quite busy repairing our stuff. And we have the Navigator. Let's see. That is going to be... Oops. Striker. I'm writing this as they appear. So if there's no capital, there's no capital. 3301. So, Striker 3301. Welcome to the war, Striker, our navigator. You're going to be making sure we don't go off course. Then we have our radio man, or in this case, radio woman. Let's see. It's Colonel W. Wilson, but because, well, the game will assign, will assign ranks, and in this case, a sergeant. That is going to be Sergeant W. Wilson. Wilson, no! So, welcome to the war, W. Wilson. Alright, then we have our gunners. Vernon Kelly is going to become... I'd love to make it into the list. Private Seb or some other military rank for that matter. I'm not too picky. Well, you're going to be Sergeant Seb, apparently. Because that's what you are. Whoops. Seb. Welcome to the war, Seb. Ooh, he's got actually a lot of starting survival stats. That's quite a lot. Look at this. 6 for the temperature offset. He's even got oxygen. Bloody hell, and 15 armor. What's going on with this guy? Wait a second. Everyone has that. Oh, I take it back. Never mind. Oh yeah, because they already have survival gear on. See, I'm thinking about the training where you actually start with very little and then you put stuff on your crew members. Anyway, so that's good. Seb, welcome to the war. We have another gunner, Dorothy Robertson, who is going to become Video Shards. Welcome to the war. Video Shards. Let's hope you survive past the first mission. But with my piloting, that's debatable. And then we have the bomber, who is going to become Matt Gordon. Welcome to the war, Matt Gordon. You've got a snazzy mustache going on there. Alright. So, you're from Edgware, Royal Leamington Spa, Scarborough, North Walsham, Axminster, North Petherton, and Downham Market. Alright, so, now the cool thing is, we've got full presets to start a flight set, or we can also individually, you know, equip the suits, headgear, as you can see, but right now we've got very little available, of course, because, well, it's only the start of the war. Well, 1942 is not really the start of the war, but it is the start of the war for us here. Right, so there's nothing we can do at training. That's basically where you select additional skills that people will train in, but right now, of course, these guys are semi-inexperienced, although the... Did I see that right? 7 in flying? Get back here! No, what did I see there? That's weird, everyone is level 1. I thought for a moment... Oh yeah, 7 here! No idea why there is even a 7 here. It's still locked. Anyway, let's go to our aircraft. Look at our lovely Friday the 13th. What shall we name the aircraft? I'm kind of thinking we should name it after a person who has applied for, you know... You know what? I will name this George Mellons, who has applied to be a soldier, but there you go, you're going to be the actual aircraft. So, we can change the livery. Let's see, basic camo. Ugh. Plate, oh my god, cat plane. Now this is purely aesthetic. This does not affect the gameplay in any way whatsoever. Checkmate. Cat plane is quite funny because it's like a cat has scratched it. Checkmate, Dark Knight, ooh. Golden Eagle, so you don't see anything while you're shooting neon disco over the rainbow. Pearl, oh my god, turtle shell. I kind of like this one and the woodland camo, which is kind of odd for an aircraft, but I kind of would like the turtle shell. I don't know why. That's a camo. I kind of like the turtle shell. Oh, let's take it. Now this, of course, doesn't cost anything. The livery doesn't cost, at least as far as I know. So, let's have a custom. Alright. No, I'm not going that way. No. I wanted to draw something very inappropriate. What should we, I'm horrible at drawing. There, perfect! Perfect! Look at that amazingness! No, I'm just really bad at these. Will not have anything in the nose art. However, engine art. I like the flames. Or the flying tiger. Or custom. Oh god. You can have the smiley faces. That's just bad. I don't know. Flying tiger or the flames. They're both kind of cool. I like the flames. Alright, wing art. We can also do custom stuff. But I'm so bad at this that I'm not going to be doing anything. You can get other actual stuff later on. Now, we are going to change the library text to actually say something like care package delivery. There we go. Care package delivery. Now let's have it dark. Nice. Alright, so now we get to the real meat of everything. The gun turrets, the systems, equipment, fuselage, survival. There's a lot you can actually customize here. However, right now there's not a lot we can do, but we will go inside and do some of the stuff. So, we've got the Mark 1 turrets, which can be upgraded to do greater damage to enemy fighters and to allow for more ammo per belt. Now, of course, this being a World War II bomber, it has a lot of turrets. One at the nose, one at the tail, one down here, which we haven't even installed yet, actually. We could, but it's pretty expensive. There's one on the top and one on the nose. Now, I find that the tail and the ventral turrets... the tail and the mid-upper turrets do most of the shooting. The ventral turret can be used quite as well sometimes, but it's not as useful as these two. So I tend to upgrade the tail turret a lot, and then the mid-upper turret, and then, you know, never upgrading the nose turret because I never find it to be that useful. So let's leave these as they are. Let's go to the systems. We've got a Mark 1 radar and no extinguishers for the engines, but we cannot equip those because we don't have the intel for it. Now, equipment, these are equipment racks. You can select what you want. You can have a fire extinguisher, a first aid kit, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm still not exactly sure how these work. Now, I will have the medical stuff here, because I believe that if you don't have medical training, you have to use a med kit. But I'm not exactly sure. Or maybe it's just for those people who have fallen unconscious from damage. Now, the engineering thing is used for repairing things, but the engineer seems to repair things without it just fine. Might be faster with this, or this might be needed by people who are not engineers. And the fire extinguisher, well, that's, you know, self-explanatory, so I'll keep that here just in case. Now, unfortunately, these equipment racks are quite expensive, so let me just check the other things first before we proceed. There's the armored fuselage, which is not available just yet, but it will be very expensive to, you know, fully clad the plane in armored fuselage, and there's going to be more as well, of course. However, we also have to take care of George Melons's weight. Now, this is the maximum weight we have, 2,000, and this is the weight we are at. And everything we add, well, not necessarily, some of the stuff is lightweight and might actually reduce weight, but, you know, everything we add usually will add to this maximum, to this weight. Now, more powerful engines will add to the maximum weight. Now, there's a homing pigeon we can take for maximum crew survival if they have to ditch the plane, but, of course, that's not available just yet. So, let me go to the equipment, and let's have a mid-front equipment rack is installed, and a first aid kit there. Alright, let's go to the briefing. Our George Melons is ready, and the crew is ready. Alright, so we're going to select one of our brave Spitfire pilots had a run-in over the channel and had to ditch in the drink. Locate the poor fellow and drop survival gear to keep him safe until he's picked up. The Todd battery has been raining down artillery on the English coast. Our current bombs aren't able to penetrate it, but we can starve it of ammunition. Destroy the ammo dumps supplying the guns. And our reconnaissance has identified one of the enemy's motor factories in Belgium. Let's knock it out. Alright, so first thing, I would like to go for this one, because the bonus perk is if we do it, the enemy damage will be down for the next 2 missions, which is kind of handy. So let's go for this one. Alright, so here is our plane. Let me say, this game is a lot of fun, but it can get very hectic. So when we'll be playing, when we'll be flying, let me tell you, my commentary might go right down into the sewer. I've marked a new heading. Thank you, Striker3301. So the way we do this is we have to tag everything from enemy planes to bombing targets to places we want to go to. So Kyle is now adjusting heading. But of course, we have to take off first. So let's take off. And remember, there is no pause feature here. So if I do things badly, yeah, just blame me. Just like usual, you know. Alright, let's raise the gear, because that will use less fuel, of course. Now, you have to be at low altitude to drop bombs. I don't know if there's upgraded bombs later on that you can drop from higher altitudes or something. But going to a medium or high altitude, well, medium altitude, the navigator will have more problems finding where we have to go. As you can see here, we are going to that place over there in France. Alright, new course is plotted by Striker. Let's go. Kyle adjusting heading. Alright. So later on, the engineer, Hex Demon, will also have the ability to have a fuel mixture, a different fuel mixture. We can transfer fuel to the pumps. If we can pump the fuel from one wing to another, which is pretty cool. And of course, I can press and hold shift to go to the plane instead of, you know, zooming in and then getting disoriented. I'll have to be careful, because when we spot planes, I'll have to tag them. But right now, we are... Oh, there we go. There's a bomb target. So, I'm going to get Gordon. How far is it? Yep. And go to the bombing position. Select the bombs, open the bomb doors down there, and we'll wait for the right moment to release. Uh-oh, where are they? Okay, there they are. We have to tag them for people to start shooting at them. There. Right now, there's not a lot we can do. They are level 1. They don't have any focus. Something I'll explain later on in the campaign. Okay, we're ready to drop those bombs. And there it is. Drop it. Let's also go take a photo opportunity. Close the doors, because that takes more fuel. Now, I could move Gordon back to the turret, but the planes are behind us at the moment, so don't really need that. However, we also have to keep an eye out on their ammunition levels. See? Let's get some ammunition. Alright, I have to get ready to take a picture of this. And there's another picture right there. Interesting. We won't be able to take another picture right away. There's anti-aircraft fire. Oh no, there it is. We'll be able to do that just fine. We also have to take care of our fuel. Where's the planes? There they are. Incoming hot. I really like this music, this track. Uh-oh, something's wrong. X-Demon, go and repair our oxygen, I think. Or was that our hydraulics? I think that was our hydraulics. Yeah, it was. Alright, take that. Put him back. Now we have to go back to that area. See, my commentary already sucks because there's more stuff going on. Oh, no, not good, not good. Crap. He's repairing that still. Darn it. Darn it. Leave that alone. Go, Hex Demon, go. Go and extinguish it if we can. Okay, go over to that. Oh yeah, I cannot open doors because... Ah, darn it. Our hydraulics are not working. See, he actually climbs out of the plane. It's pretty crazy. Alright, go and repair that quickly, please. Yeah, there's nothing we can do at the moment. And there's more planes coming in. Now, let's try going for that. It's not repaired yet, not even close. So we'll go over it. Oh, darn it. I think the turrets cannot move either. Alright, you guys get some... It's like these bombs. We'll have to turn around and drop bombs afterwards. Alright, get back here. Actually, you can go up there. Alright, Gordon. Back you go, please. No, come on. Darn it, he dropped the fire extinguisher right there. We'll be too late again. Untagged targets, where are they? I'm looking down lower right at the radar. They're back there. This is not good. We're getting shot up like crazy. We actually shot down a plane. Alright, let's go. Now we can actually open the doors. And shoot and get out of here. There's still an unmarked plane. Somewhere I saw a blip. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Excellent. Get back in the turrets. Get back in the turrets. Alright, let's get out of here. I know, there's untagged planes. Where are they? There's one. Low on ammo. Alright, let's get some ammo then. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. The plane has quite a few holes now, but I think we'll be fine. Also, our crew members are in pretty good condition at the moment. Now, we could stay here and destroy more planes for more XP, but it's, you know, it's a risky thing to do. Alright, Striker giving us more directions. Good job, Seb. And video shards. Also, Wilson doing a good job. And that radio, he's going to be much more useful later on when he levels out of ammunition, but that doesn't matter now because we are out in the clear. We are over England again, and the enemy fighters don't dare follow us here. How much fuel do we still have? We have a lot of fuel still left. 15 minutes remaining at this speed, so we're fine. Good job, everyone! We did this mission pretty well. Of course, this was the very first mission. Let's lower the gear. So this is how a mission goes, and they can get more or less hectic. You saw that our engineer Hex Demon actually had to climb out with an extinguisher to extinguish the fire on this engine. I might actually switch this with an extinguisher and put a medical kit here. Now later when we can buy... What are you doing? Oh, I didn't mark it. Darn it. Now later we can buy automatic fire extinguishers for the engines. And they will allow the engineer or anyone sitting on the engineer seat to extinguish the fire on the engines. And later when we get, some skills for the pilots, there'll be another option, and so on and so forth. So, let's try to get back here. So I have to remember not to send an engineer with equipped items over here to the bombing station, because then it's practically impossible to click on it again in the midst of battle. You can see that our right engine over here, the first one, I don't know what this one is called, the inner right engine, I guess, is severely damaged, but it's still working because we extinguished the fire. And the left fuel tank is also damaged, but it's fine. So in case they actually rupture your fuel tank, you can transfer all the fuel to the other tank and then try to repair that one. I don't know if having the fuel in just one tank actually affects the flying of the plane or not, so I don't know. I don't think it does. Anyway, the landing and stuff is done, by the pilot. You don't have to do anything apart from, of course, tag the landing strip. So that was our first mission. Good job, everyone. Now we look at the mission results. We destroyed the ammo dumps, and we also returned to base, bonus, and we also did the optional recon photos. Now, these are very worth it, usually, if you can spare, the health of the plane of George Mellon's. Because they, as you can see, they give you just as much, almost, money and a lot more intel than the actual main mission. And sometimes, this will give you, like, twice the amount of money of the main mission, and, lots of intel. So it's very worth it. But, of course, it's an extra danger you have to take. So, crew status. Everyone has returned just fine. Unfortunately, there's no way to skip this. But, it's fine. So, now we'll see them level up. There we go. New skills. Nice. Look at that. Going from level 1 to level 3. So, we've got an emergency dive. This will mean that if we are at least at medium altitude, Combat Kyle can do an emergency dive to extinguish fire on the engines. Hex Demon has a boost and lean. These are fuel mixtures for the engines. Boost will obviously go faster and use more fuel, and vice versa for lean. I like to use lean because it saves a lot of fuel when we're not in combat. Now, W. Wilson got radio for recon. This is when you're near, enemy positions. You can radio for recon, and it'll show you various dangerous areas which you should avoid. Now, this will only get useful when Stryker gets a high enough level so he can plot custom paths for the plane, for the bomber. And the focus is quite nice for Seb and video shards, because that will mean they get a lot more accurate with their fire for a short period of time. Now, Matt Gordon didn't get anything, but of course, remember, they'll get secondary skills soon as well, so that's nice. Alright, so this is just an explanation of what I just said. We can skip that. Now, there's a lot of new unlocks now, and I like to not read those, but actually go to the, actual menus with the little yellow icon or orange icon and see what's new. So, let's see. We can have a full basic flight preset. So let's go. We're gonna basic black, basic olive. Now these are just, you can see that they give one to the survival, to land survival and water survival. They're mostly aesthetic for now. So I don't like to change them because they actually cost money, and of course money is in short supply. So there's a small oxygen bottle available now. Now these are useful when you go to high altitude. When the crew is at their positions at high altitude, they're fine. However, when they walk around the plane, they actually have to have O2 bottles, you know, oxygen bottles, because, well, there's no oxygen there. Oh, there's not enough oxygen at the high altitude they are. And of course, these old World War II bombers, well, actually, I don't know. I think the old World War II bombers, yeah, of course, did not have pressurized chassis or shell, whatever you want to call it. Land survival, we can go from a light flak vest to a land survival. This will reduce their armor and the temperature, you know, the warmth, but give +8 to the land survival. I will keep their flax. So woolen gloves, this will add a little bit to their survival and the temperatures. I could equip this, but for now I don't think. Well, actually, yeah, let's do it. Let's equip it to everyone. Some woolen nice gloves. And boots, leather boots. Now this will of course also decrease their speed by 5%, which is not great, but well, there you go. There. Alright, let's go to training. Matt Gordon actually has a secondary skill he can do now. Now for the bomber, because he's right there at the front, I like to have a gunner. Because, you know, if he's not bombing, he's gunning. So let's train you as a gunner. So now you're a level 1 gunner as well, which is going to be pretty handy. Alright, let's go to George Mellon's and see what we can do here. There's new livery. Olive drab. I kind of like this one as well. It's sort of, you know, from the times. But for now, let's keep the turtle shell. Nose art. We've got custom 3. I don't know why there's so many custom ones. But you can have a lot of different ones. Custom 3, I just like to get rid of that, so we know that we've seen everything. Now the new turrets are available. Now these have a lot more damage per second, as you can see, but of course they also add a lot more weight. And I will install this one for the rear tail gunner. A rear tail gunner, well, I don't think there's a front tail gunner, because it's a tail. I'm going to leave the other turrets as they are. I would like to upgrade this one as well, because as I said, it does get used a lot, but that will be pretty much my budget then. So let's see what else we can do with a radar, for example. A shorter sweep time would be sweet, if you pardon the pun. And there's the engine extinguishers. Now, I'm going to go for the extinguishers first. See these little nozzles? I'm going to go for the extinguishers first because they're very handy, and the radar we'll get the next time. There's also armored fuselage now available, which we can't afford, but let's go for the tail one. That seems to get shot up a lot, so let's do that. And there's survival, the homing pigeon, but I don't have the money for that. But look at it! It's so cute! Alright, so that's pretty much it for now. George Mellon's is ready, and so is the crew, just like before. We're gonna go for the next mission next time. We've got enemy damage down for the next 2 missions, which is excellent. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And of course, you know, if some of the crew dies, or if all of them die, we'll have more applicants coming in. There's also the enemy fighter aces, by the way. You get money for shooting them down, but it's very difficult to shoot them down because, well, of course, they're fighter aces. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Check out my Patreon. Thanks so much for turning off your ad blockers when watching my videos. Really helps a lot, especially in these times with YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.